I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I would like to welcome cya-nea. Hi.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, I'm cya-nea. I'm Irium's Visual K Jellyfish VTuber. Hello. I hope everyone's doing good.
Well, we're doing better now that you're here. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how long have you been doing the VTube thing?
A month and a half. We are so new at this, and we're just rolling with it.
You almost didn't even make it into 2025. You almost had to go for a completely new year before you got started.
Pretty much, yeah. We scratched in right before Thanksgiving.
So what made you choose Irium to start with?
Honestly, I actually auditioned on a whim.
Yeah.
It came across on my Instagram feed, and I was like, okay, why not? It's because for context, I had actually never done content creation at all prior to this.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it was very much on a whim. Like, all right, the worst they can do is tell me no. And they obviously did not tell me no.
So then you're like, oh, they told me yes. What am I supposed to do now?
Oh no, now I have to have a game plan. I didn't get that. I didn't think that far ahead.
It's wait. I wasn't supposed to succeed. Now what am I supposed to do now?
Right? And so I've just been riding on like adrenaline, and I don't even know anymore.
Well, I've talked with a lot of folks from Irium now, and a lot of folks are doing it like different types of feeds too. But Irium is a different animal than, say, going on Twitch or going on YouTube and doing it. It's very, very, very much based on being very personal with your chat, and I can't hardly imagine somebody starting off with it as their first. When you saw that what it was going to entail going on and chatting like this, what did it scare you? Did it intimidate you a little bit?
It scared me more than ever. That just chatting kind of category of streaming is actually really hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't necessarily talk about it too much. Because in your gaming, you have kind of like this crutch that you have that you can talk about the game, you can talk about what's going on, you can react, everything. You don't get that as a just chatting streamer.
No.
You just have to keep improving out of your back pocket. I think, for me, I do have a theater background. I have a degree in theater, things like that.
Oh.
So it kind of helps me out a little bit.
Yeah, but that's not. Sometimes
but
theater
it gets you so far.
Yeah, I mean, being on a stage and having a script and knowing it is one thing. As you said, having to pull it out of your back pocket is another.
Exactly. Luckily, like for me, my forte wasn't improvisational theater.
Yes, there you go.
Because otherwise, it would be so over for me.
Well, now, what made you interested in improvisational theater as opposed to the traditional, here's everything on a script and don't you dare possibly do anything other than what the script says?
I think for me, it was experimenting a lot in high school, and I learned that I have the memory of a goldfish. I can't remember a script very well. So, I mean, and there are other things that I enjoy in theater. Like, most of my background is definitely more in the design aspects and lighting, scenic, things like that. But I did fall in love with improvisational theater because in a way, I didn't have to think about it, but I also had to think about it. Yeah. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. It's reaction, but you want to have the right reaction.
Exactly. You still have to kind of tune in a bit, but it's reading the room and reading the vibes.
Yeah.
Which I'm very good at reading the room and reading the vibes.
That's good, because I'm not always very good at that.
It's an actual skill.
It really is. I mean,
it's hard.
There are some people, and if you go to a party and somebody comes in and they do not know how to read the room, it is such a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to watch if you're not that person, but it's still a disaster.
It's true. It's so true. Yeah.
Like, no, you probably shouldn't have made that joke. No, that probably isn't going to fly here.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. It's kind of like knowing your audience, knowing what's going on.
yeah,
Those are actually really hard skills to hone.
yeah.
So,
And it's bad enough when you can see your audience, but here you don't get a chance to see your audience.
yeah, that's kind of like the weird thing about streaming because I'd also never done streaming prior.
Mm,
Like even though I've been a VTuber fan and just a streamer fan for a really long time, it's still really hard to imagine when you're on the streamer end
mm-hmm,
that there are actually people there.
mm. Oh
You know,
yeah.
you just kind of see things appear in the chat. You're like, okay, yeah. But then you have to remember, oh wait, that's actually a person.
It's not a game that you're reacting to. It's a person and their actual thoughts. And it's very hard sometimes to read their intentions from a text line. Um,
Yes.
are they saying this because they mean it? Are they saying it because they're making fun? Are they saying it because they're insane? I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can interpret these things.
Yeah, and the worst part is like a lot of the time, even the more that you stream, you're not necessarily going to pick up on it either.
Mm,
And I think that kind of makes it even more difficult
mm,
because you kind of have to still read between the lines of what people are saying,
yeah,
but
yeah,
at the same time, you can't.
absolutely. And you don't really have time on an
Yeah.
area because there, as we mentioned before, there's no latency. It's just bing, 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 bing. You just go with it, and you have no safety net. So
Yeah.
you're
Literally
you're
going by like skin of your teeth on there.
yeah, and you're walking across the Niagara Falls on dental floss without a safety net at this point. So
That's probably the best way I've heard it described
yeah, I
in
mean,
reality.
yeah, it really is, and to to be able to embrace that and thrive in it is pretty amazing. And obviously, there are folks that are doing it. Um, would you consider yourself now in your wheelhouse with it after a month and a half?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm amazing at it by any means.
Mm,
I'm definitely still learning.
mm,
I'm definitely in that place where I have a lot to learn because I'm coming into this game so new, have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm learning a lot. And I think that's a really great place to start is to know that I'm not going to know everything and anything that's happening right now. And that's okay.
yeah, that you're not. If something does, not quite hit like you would like, are you looking at it that way and like, okay, this is a learning experience rather than, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever done?
Yeah, because I think it's better to take it more as a learning experience
Hmm.
than, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever.
Hmm.
Just because, like I said, I'm so new. Everything I'm trying is something I've never tried before. So
Yeah,
obviously, not everything's going to stick.
yeah,
And I have to keep it. And you definitely have to remind yourself a lot of that yes,
mm,
just because it's not working doesn't mean I'm a bad streamer. It's just not working because it's just not working in the way that we're doing it right now.
yeah.
And that's fine.
And doing it like this with the improv aspect is you could do something for the group of folks you're on with at a certain period of time, and it doesn't fly, but a different group it would fly.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's just kind of how it happens.
Yeah, yeah. This was the best improv line I've ever had, and no one reacted to it at all. Save it and bring it up again.
But somebody else says it, but they say it in just the right way, and you're like, dang it. Every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, I guess I'm just a writer then, not a performer. So you wanted to do like, did you want to be the main person on stage, or did you really want to do the background type stuff, or was it a matter of whatever you could get as a on stage person?
Actually, I actually wanted to do everything backstage
Mm,
because that's more of where my creative ability is more in like that artistic
mm,
kind of form. Acting, I know a lot of people told me I should go into acting, but I have the world's worst stage fright and I cannot memorize a script to save my life.
mm.
That already sets you up for
that,
failure.
that kind of that gives you a job in radio. That's what it does.
Pretty much. That's
Yeah,
pretty much what we're doing here
yeah,
on
yeah.
Irium.
It is a lot like it, and I draw those because I did radio for longer than most streamers have been alive, easily, and
Probably, definitely.
yeah, and I tell you, it um, definitely there's a lot of things that are similar, um, as far as not necessarily not showing your face for one thing, which most of us radio
Mhm.
guys we had faces for radio, and you wouldn't want to see them anyway. Um, a-
Exactly.
and and sometimes they put on different names, different personalities, that type of thing. But it was always really much based on the personality of the person doing it. And with what Irium is doing, what you're doing, it's even more so on the personality. 'Cause you don't have anything to lay on but your personality at this point.
Yeah, no, pretty much.
Yeah,
And I think that's also why I chose not to be a character either.
yeah, yeah.
Just because I know a lot of people on Irium have chosen to play like really lean hard into characters. I was just like, I couldn't do that. I
Yeah,
would end up burning myself out. Like I put on a bit of a persona, don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but going into a full character and having to retain that on a daily streaming schedule, I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's that would be very tough to do for radio. It was different because you weren't really putting on like a total character mate. You might change your voice a little bit or something like that, or
Yeah, kind of like just tweak it a little bit.
yeah, and or just act slightly goofier than you normally would. But it wasn't a situation where you're suddenly you're king of the North Pole or something. That sort of thing. Um, but here, some people are able to do it really well, and good for them.
Oh, that's a true skill set to have. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
yeah. But coming on as a lot more of yourself, even though you have that background of doing STEM stage work, you really kind of exposing yourself to things, aren't you? I mean, it would be very tough for me to do.
Yeah, and I think having that theater background, you have to kind of also be a little vulnerable.
Hmm.
And when you're acting, even if it's improv or scripted or whatever, you still have to show a level of vulnerability.
Hmm.
And streaming, I feel like you still have to do that a lot,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
Mm. Well, yeah, and because
You
the
know,
situation changes in a hurry.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think like that just makes I feel a lot more better equipped to
Mm,
do it. I guess is more what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
Just because I've had the practice in a safe environment to do that.
yeah.
Because streaming is the Wild West. So if you go head first into it and you don't really fully know what to expect, it's very scary.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Any type of performance with a microphone, if you don't know what the audience is going to be in advance, is going to be scary for the first couple of times you do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's radio, because you don't see your audience usually in radio. Um, Sometimes you do, and then you're like, oh my gosh, they know who I am. I'm going to hide. That type of thing. Um, but here you don't see them either, and you've also got the possibility of people being lurkers, and you never.
Yeah.
But these people, literally, the person who is on with you could be your next door neighbor, or the person across the entire country in a state you're never going to go to.
Yeah, and anything in between.
Yeah, and anything in between with area. With that, have you ever been flummoxed by your audience and knowing that these people are tuning in specifically for you and your personality?
Yes, actually, that was something that kind of scared me the most because I came into it, I was like, cool, I'll have like maybe like one or two people that'll like occasionally tune in.
Hmm.
That's cool. That's great. Whatever. That's already better than I thought it would ever be. But now, like the past couple months, with zero streaming background at all, I've been able to retain a very strong, very consistent viewer base.
Mm.
And that is just mind blowing to me. That they just want to stay just to hang out.
Yeah, yeah. They like you.
Yeah, it was something I never fully imagined actually happening. And so when it did, I was like, it took me out for a minute. it was just so unexpected because I didn't expect to even get anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially because, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of throwing things at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Well, I mean, not only did it stick to the wall, but it's going to be tough to get off the wall at this point.
Right? It's like, now I don't, like, God, what do I do from here now? Like, all right.
It's gonna take some of the drywall off if you try to take it off at this point. Um,
I know, geez.
but having that, that background with the improvisational um, aspects, does that automatically make you a little more agile when you start getting different types of people in your audience that aren't always on the same page?
Um, it can, and also, because it is something I do run into, where you kind of get somebody comes in and they join in and they kind of push you in a different direction that you need to go in.
Yeah.
Sometimes my improvisational brain can kind of see that and be, okay, maybe this might be a good direction to go in, but there are other times where I see it and I was like, I don't know about that.
Mhm.
And you kind of have to pull that person into it. I kind of use that skill to kind of pull people into the direction you are going into, because
Yeah.
you need that ability a little bit in improv. Like, yeah, you need to bounce off of the other people you're with,
Yeah.
but you also need to still guide each other in a direction.
Yeah.
So I do use that a bit.
You don't want to pull too far away and have that bridge, especially when you're in. It seems to me on Arium, you're having not one conversation with a group of people, but several individual conversations with a lot of different people. Sometimes
Yeah.
you don't want to have to jump in through different dimensions to go back and forth with it.
Yeah, which is very true, especially me, who I have the memory of a goldfish. I can't
Yes,
always remember every
right.
conversation.
What were we
I
talking
usually try to
about?
guide everybody into like a similar conversation so we can like similarly converse more than having like multiple different conversations happening.
I can see. See. So your questions about outer space? Yes. Well, I think that fish, which is what we were talking about before, don't exist in outer space. So we are. Well, that's probably my answer to the question. Yes.
Yeah, I've done stuff like that.
Go from fourth gear to reverse.
Or even just like the hard stop. Hey, we're not talking about that right now. Like we're not playing.
Right. Thank you for showing up. And now back to what I was talking about.
And now the weather.
And let's go over to Jill with the weather. Brother Jill. And now, or like the hee haw things, segues. It was now Conway Twitty.
I feel like it gives me a little more control.
Yeah.
Over a lot of things that happen.
Yeah. You have to have some ways. Even though you do have the skill to do it, you have to have some ways to take shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
yeah, otherwise you're as you can be brilliant at what you're doing, but you're still not going to be able to hold probably 100 conversations at once.
Yeah, no. I could barely hold two at once. So
That's pretty good. I'm so old.
do
I'm
what
barely.
you gotta do.
I'm so old now that I can barely hold my own conversation inside my head. It's like
Right?
mostly it's just two voices going what.
I know the voices in my head are already fighting enough. I don't need like 5 more in the chat. Like, whew.
That's right. That's how you get your improv down. Is you fight with your own brain inside your head for it. With that agility and with your voice, which is perfect for this, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And your background. Did you want to do some voice acting?
I've been asked to do it, but it's never something that's been on my radar, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't get asked to do anything like that until I actually started streaming, and I was like, oh, that's not something I ever considered, actually.
Well, once they hear your voice in action, it does make a big difference. You can talk to somebody and say, "Oh, they've got a nice voice," but then they hear you actually using that voice. It does make a big difference in how you work off people, and I think you've got the instrument for it for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's not something I ever considered. I mean, I guess it could be a case of I'm my own worst critic, but I don't know. It's just never something I fully ever thought about.
Mm. So,
But I started doing stuff on Ethereum, and they're like, "Hey, have you tried like voice work? Have you ever tried doing any of like ASMR? Have you ever tried doing?" I'm like, "No, I haven't even considered any of that." I'm
stop,
like, "I just wanted to survive streaming. I haven't even considered anything beyond that."
stop making me do things.
Oh, like, stop giving me ideas.
My brain's already full. All right. Jeez.
I'm like, I already have too many ideas and a lot of anxiety. I don't know what I'm going to do here, man.
Just vibrate right on through. Uh,
Literally.
so when you started, you really didn't have a lot of goals other than to see what it was like and see how far you could go. After a month and a half, which admittedly isn't a whole lot of time to look back on, are you satisfied with what you've been able to do?
I think like coming in with what I had, the skills that I had, and just like the life circumstances that were in my way, I'm actually very, very pleased of how much I've been able to grow in just a month and a half. Because
Actually,
I've hit numbers, I hit numbers that I didn't think I was ever going to hit on Ethereum.
yeah.
Like I think this last month I streamed over 100 hours. I had 20 fan badges, which is crazy. I thought I'd maybe have one. Like I have a community that, while small, is very tight knit and really enjoy each other's company. That's already more than I saw even going forward like 6 months or a year. And I've already hit that in a month and a half.
Mm,
So I think I'm doing really well with what I've been able to do so far, but I do want to do more.
yeah.
Like I have other big things I want to strive for. Like I specifically went into earrings because I was like, I want to experiment with music, and I think this would be a good platform to maybe do like practicing for karaoke or doing vocal things and doing some more musical based stuff.
Yeah. You gonna do some covers?
That's my goal. Our next big event that we're doing on Ethereum, I'm also setting up for, and everything that is made for that is actually going to go to a vocal cover.
Ah, good. I was very impressed with what they did, um, with what Celis did earlier, getting everybody together for the end of the year for the first anniversary thing, which
Yeah,
was
that went so well. That was
oof,
actually just before I debuted, so it was
yeah,
really fun to watch and
yeah, it
watch
was.
everyone come together and
And
do
you,
it.
and you consider how many people were involved in that. You talk about herding cats. Now you're herding cats that are leading other herds of cats to do something like that. And
Ethereum has a lot of cats.
yeah, it's a lot of cats,
There's
and
a lot of cats.
and it went really really well. And I think that for everybody involved, they had to be pretty stoked about how it went. So
Oh
coming up to
yeah, it
this
was
event,
so wonderfully executed.
yeah, coming up to this event, you've got to be pretty stoked about what you're going to be able to do in it.
Yeah, I'm excited to like experiment a little bit more with some of like things that I do on stream, and I feel like these like fun like premium events that Ethereum does, um, kind of push you to experiment a lot more
Yeah,
because you have to do different things like to try and like bring people in to kind of watch your streams. So it's fun. It's a fun chance to experiment
mm,
and kind of see what other people are doing as well. So
Y-
I'm really excited to kind of try some new things,
yeah.
dip my hands into some other things,
Do you
see what happens.
do you have trouble being comfortable with one thing over a long period of time?
Sometimes.
Mm,
And I think it's because I definitely have ADHD, and I think I like the novelty of new things.
mhm, yeah.
But I do also like the comfort of the familiar.
Mm,
So it kind of just depends.
mm.
And I think it's because I need to like add in like something different, something new, something shiny
Mm.
every so often, but still have the things that make me like. Actually, weirdly enough, the things that I do the best are just chatting streams. I fall back on a lot of just chatting streams. So throwing in something new and something different just to kind of keep things fresh in my mind,
Yeah.
I think that works really well for me, especially like in this air quote experimental era that I'm in, if you will.
Yeah. Well, experiment's going really well is the thing now.
Yeah.
And it sounds like to me that you're shocked by that in a way, how well it's gone.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Again, I just did it on a whim, and now that I'm here, I'm like, oh my god,
did
what have I done?
did I find home?
did, did I find something I'm okay at? What?
Now what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, right? It's like I never expected to get to this point.
And then they lived happily ever after.
The end.
The end. Oops. A little early for
Right?
that. So here at least now you've got a base which to experiment from. Um,
Yes.
so you have some place to tie the rope as you jump off the cliff.
Yeah, and I think like going in without a plan kind of has really helped in the fact that I now have the ability to just experiment and just do whatever
Yeah.
because I feel like as if I was too put in, like too locked in onto something that I wanted to do, I
Mm.
feel like it would probably lose its novelty and
Yeah.
lose its fun.
Yeah. It would become walls surrounding you into a job that
Yes.
you were obligated to do rather than what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Yeah, and for some folks that is the worst possible thing.
Yes, but for some people that's what they need, that's what they crave.
Yes, yes, and for some people that's what they need and what they should be. keep them
Yes.
keep them keep them as locked up as much as possible.
Maybe pad the walls a little,
That's
just a
right.
little.
That's right.
As a treat.
I used to tell people my mind was a terrible thing. Try to keep it inside at all times.
Yes, keep it where it's locked up.
Yes, don't ever let it go because it's going to be bad for everybody. Uh, but with this now, you find something that obviously appeals to your talents. You've got good traction with it. You've got an audience that you that you didn't have to do all sorts of tricks to get. They came to you and you kept them. I won't say organically grown, but it's about as close as you can get to it.
Yeah.
Um, with this and this confidence, now that I hope you have from this, have you actually set your goals higher now? Are you looking further than you thought you would be able to look as far as goals?
So I'm a person, I'm really bad about setting goals.
Mm.
Just because I just don't have the foresight to look that far ahead.
Mm.
So I usually like do it in like kind of month blocks. So that's usually how far ahead my brain will actually like look forward. And so I try to set like small like stepping stone goals each month to kind of hit. And I feel like that kind of keeps me a little bit more engaged. Like I think like my big main goals for the year is I'm going to teach myself how to rig up my model,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to release a cover. Those are like the two like big goals I'm going to have.
Yeah, yeah,
I know they're going to happen. It's more of I don't know when.
yeah. Right.
But I have like a lot of smaller goals. Like this month, I'd like to maybe have like 2 or 3 more additional fan badges than last time. Like keep seeing a little bit more growth. I'd like to hit like certain like small like number jumps
Yeah.
in like analytics or things like that. Just like small little stepping stone goals. Just because I feel like that is a little easier to focus on than trying to do like these big grandiose things.
You're hooked on badges, is what it is.
Yeah. It's like very much on Ethereum. Very much on Ethereum is like growth with badges. It's huge right now.
You're not fooling me. Get all those badges. Like I want more badges.
Yeah, especially now that like for a lot of events on Ethereum, they're requiring a certain amount of fan badges for you to even compete in some events.
Well,
So like having like that underneath you as well as like that push to want to, increase at least just a little bit each month.
Yeah.
Not necessarily go above and beyond every month, but at least like I want to have at least 2 more or 5 more or something like that, just to kind of, at least in the short term, kind of give you something more that's going to get you closer to like a bigger overarching goal that I've never even set for myself, but something that'll probably exist later on down the road.
Now, I do happen to know that you have dipped your toe into other services. at least
Yes.
set up accounts and other services. Will that be something you'll be pursuing in the near or far future?
Goal. I would like to stream on like another platform at least once a week, like either Twitch or YouTube. Haven't decided which yet.
Yeah.
The problem is that the computer I'm operating right now on cannot handle me playing a game and streaming at the same time. I tried to test stream and it didn't go very well. So that's kind of like that's more of my limiter right now.
Yeah.
I do have an Instagram. I need to like put a little more work into it, but right now my big goal is I would like to work towards at least streaming on another platform.
Yeah.
At least once a week.
You need to stream on another computer is what you need.
Exactly. Computers are getting expensive now though. Ugh.
Yeah, they are. Believe me, I just my laptop I've been using for a long time and has all of my Stardew Valley saves on it is not working at the moment.
Oh no.
I'm like, that's like 40 saves on there, you know? I worked so hard on those. But
my heart just broke.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily, the computer that I'm doing the interviews on, I'm only using for that, so I haven't lost any of that. Yeah. Thankfully, that's a lot more. That's a lot more saves than Stardew at this point.
But Stardew though.
Yeah, it's I've had to stay away from it for so long now because it took up so much time.
Yeah,
and frankly, now all my time is talking with you guys, which is I actually enjoy a lot more. And it's a lot of fun. Given your personality and how easily you're talking with the folks in the chat, have you thought about when you do get other streams doing some collaboration type things, and what would you look for in a collaboration?
Yeah, I've done a couple of collaborative things already. But my big thing for me is I find that collaboration happens well when you know who you're collaborating with. Actually, for New Year's, we just did a collaboration. We decided to just do like an emo night for fun. And a couple of us, we've been talking outside of streaming and things like that for a little while. And so I think it made it a lot more comfortable. So I'm one of those people, if I'm going to collaborate, I like collaborating with people that at least have some sort of connection.
Yeah.
It just makes it a little easier to kind of build off of each other's strengths that way.
It seems a lot smarter business-wise.
Yeah, and I think it also kind of helps rein in the chaos.
Yeah.
Because I have also done collabs with people I've not actually worked with before.
Yeah.
In any capacity. And I find that those collabs, while still fun, can be a little more chaotic because we're not knowing what to expect of each other.
Oh yeah, and that's what those games like and, well, you know the games I'm talking about, the ones where everybody's just gone nuts,
like
Repo and that
games
type of stuff.
Or
like
Among Us and things like that.
There aren't like Repo has a storyline but doesn't really have a storyline.
Yeah.
You just go and basically throw other people into lava and stuff. That's what
exactly.
You just have fun with it.
Screw around with each other.
Yeah, that's one thing. But having an idea of who you're collaborating with, because when you get to a certain level, especially, and you're at that level so very quickly, is that you're not only going to have your audience there, but you're going to have their audience there too. And now you have to take into account who's going to be in the audiences and how they're going to mesh as everything goes on to it. It's more than just, hey, let's put on a show.
Yeah. It's more of like there's like I feel like collaborating streaming is a lot more difficult than like collaborating theater.
Yeah.
Because there's way more factors at play when you're collaborating streaming wise.
Yeah.
Because you have multiple audiences, and on top of that, a lot of streamers, well, they don't have a theater background. A lot of them are fighting to kind of be in that spotlight and to kind of retain that spotlight.
Yeah.
And honestly, in my perspective, at least, I'm like, that's where collabs go to die. It's when everybody is fighting each other for that.
Yeah.
And so having So you have to be able to kind of build off of each other and have this kind of at least basic understanding of like each other's streaming style to like a little degree
Yeah, you
to
can't
kind
have
of make it work.
you can't have two top bananas all the time. It's
Exactly.
yeah, and that's and you've seen it in theater, I'm sure, where you've got the person who is not playing the lead part, but he's going to play his part like he is the lead part.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You run into those types a lot.
I have dropped my sandwich.
And that's the only line they have in the whole
That's
show.
right. And he falls over dramatically. Ugh. Get him off the stage.
Right.
That would be my only line. I would be scared to death to get up on stage like that, but if I would, that would be what I would do. I've dropped my.
And there are some contexts that you can do that, and I think again that's just kind of like understanding, reading the room, understanding the audience, understand what's going on.
Yeah, if I didn't faint before that, I would do that, but I never could get on stage. Something like I tried a little bit in high school, way back in the Stone Age, but I just could not get myself up there. But when I was behind a microphone in radio, I could have 1,000 people, and I was fine.
The stage is a scary place.
Yeah, it is. And you did the improvisational stuff, which is it goes beyond scary into the horror genre.
A lot of people, it does. Yes. So it does. It's because I know plenty of actors who are wonderful at doing scripted work and could do. But improv scares the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Sorry if this is a non-swearing thing, but
no, it's fine.
It's true.
I'm
true.
I'm not just 18 plus. I'm 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 6. So it's well up there.
Yeah. I know. But sometimes the audience is not chill for it. I know my audiences. They know I swear. They know I swear a lot.
Yeah.
But
they
try to rein it back a little bit.
No worries about that. But really, you see that on like a Saturday Night Live show, where someone who is a very good actor in movies gets on there and they're reading cue cards.
Yeah.
Very obviously.
Like some people, they need that strict direction on what they're doing, but there are other people where they don't want to be limited. Anything is possible.
Yeah. And there's some people. There's some people.
They're two totally different skill sets. It is what it is.
Yeah, and there's some people you want to go off. I mean, let's face it. There's some people who are funnier coming up with their own stuff than ever reading a line. You know.
Yeah.
You look at Betty White, for crying out loud, for however many 70 years she was on television.
Oh yeah, or like you can even look at somebody like Robin Williams, for example, too, where almost anything he did was not scripted.
Yeah. Or Will Ferrell's
they
movies.
They throw him in a room and tell him to go.
Yeah. You ever see a Will Ferrell movie and you watch the scripts at the end, you see how many times they're just like, okay, we're going to ad-lib whatever line comes through, and the best one is going to go.
I think that's like how some of the best comedians make it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the zany stuff. I was, and I still am, a giant fan of the Marx Brothers. And I will watch Duck Soup constantly if I could, because to me that's the type. If our universe was that universe, we'd be a lot happier. We'd also have a lot more pie on our face most of the time. But it would that type. I love that type of stuff, and you know that a lot of that was ad lib.
100%. I feel like comedy feels much more organic when it's ad libbed.
Oh yeah, and it's funnier. I mean, it also can be a lot worse. It can,
yeah. Because you're in the moment too, and it hits specifically in that moment where it needs to hit.
Yes.
And if it's scripted, it's hard to make that happen.
Yeah, it looks funny when you read it, but if the person can't, out loud read it in front of the audience the same way, it doesn't come off the same. You see movies that a line might be funny, but the guy reads it wrong, or the woman reads it wrong, or the character reads it wrong, and it's just like doesn't quite
and
hit.
it's over.
Yeah. Well, of course, there's some things that too you watch that people are overdoing it, and it's way too over the top. And
Yeah.
everything's a gag, and it's like, no.
It's like, no, it's not a gag. It's not
Yeah.
funny. I'm sorry, guys.
Like those that one spate of movies they did that were like all um, all parodies of every single line that they were doing. Like, oh man, too
Like,
much.
there's the potential there, but if you go in too hard,
Yeah,
you're kind of gonna mess yourself up.
yeah. Now, can you take that and into your streams when you go in, or are you basically when you turn on that microphone? Have you prepared? What have you prepared when you turn on the microphone?
Nothing. My audience does this very well. I usually turn on the microphone with, to hit go live and with zero plan. Very, very rarely do I have a plan.
I will talk. That's my plan.
I'm like, the plan is we're here and we're doing something. But the something is we're going to make it up as we go. And that's usually how it happens.
And start.
Yeah, like I think like very rare, like at least like once a week I'll try and play a game on stream just because I have like a huge backlog of video games I haven't played.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like play, chat, whatever.
Yeah. Well,
every other time it's just, all right, guys, we're winging it. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say you got everything set up. You found a computer sitting at your front stoop that works perfectly fine that you didn't have to pay for, and you set it all up, and you were going to be able to stream. What would be the game you streamed first?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because then you always think about like, oh, I want to do this game, I want to do this game, I want to do this game, but you never think about, but what am I going to start with?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually a tough question. Man, what would I start with?
I've stumped them.
I know. Well, because I'm like, my thing is, I'm like, do I want to start with something that's like a nostalgia game? Because I grew up like on different consoles and stuff, so I love playing older games that are very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
Or do I start with something that's going to garner a lot of views, like something that's popular, like one of the MiHoYo games, like Genshin or Honkai Star? Do I start with something like that? Like, I think if I had like the actual given choice, and could do almost anything I'd want to do, and I only want to do it because I know it's available on Steam right now, I really would love to sit down and just start with Sonic Adventures 2. It was one of my favorite games growing up, and I feel like if I had to like fully commit onto something and pick something now, I'd probably lean more into the nostalgia game. I'd probably pick that one.
That makes sense. I mean, you would be comfortable with playing the game, and your audience would get an idea of how you do things, and you wouldn't have to worry about playing the game so much because you know it and you're comfortable with it, and the audience gets a chance to be comfortable with you.
Yeah, and it's and it's nostalgic for a lot of people that grew up with like Sonic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was a big GameCube kid, so
yeah. Your version of nostalgic and mine are very different.
They are, yeah. I guess for me, like, yeah, the GameCube is probably my most nostalgic, but
for me,
definitely not my first system.
See, for my first system, and I've said this before, was Pong.
Oh my gosh, it wasn't my first system, but I did get to play Pong.
Yes, and I really want to have that tournament of gamers, modern gamers, have a Pong tournament for charity, because I don't know,
would go crazy.
I think people would tune in, and I'm not sure many people could play it.
I don't think so either, because it is actually pretty difficult. Like, there was a lot of skill that was involved in playing Pong.
Yeah, and there's no power-ups or, it's just one little turny knob. That's all you have.
And you had to, like, turn it just right.
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of skill, like, in just that one simple movement.
Yeah. Back then, we just lived on our wits. That's all we had back then. And one turny knob.
Kids these days, they don't know how good they have it. That's right. With all of their controls and their settings.
And their hippity-hop music and all that stuff. We didn't have any of that stuff back then. We had disco.
I just think it'd be interesting just to watch people try to figure out Pong in real time.
Yes.
But it being in a tournament setting.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I mean, they're trying to figure out the cheats There's no cheats. You go up and down.
No, no, I don't think that like cheats were really even introduced until maybe the 90s.
Oh yeah, well there's nothing to cheat.
Yeah,
Get
like cheats are a very recent thing.
yeah, you get your puck and get your stick in front of the puck. That's all you do. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing. But
it's
but
it's simple movement.
but where do I spend money to get my gotcha? No, you can't do that either.
You, no, the closest you got is you go to the arcade and you put your quarter in, and
Oh,
yeah, once you
oh,
died, you put your other quarter in. Because I
and
was also a big arcade gamer growing up too.
oh
So.
yeah, that's something I do actually miss. We had Aladdin's Castle, and
Oh,
you gave somebody $20 because that's what you did, and you got just this big bag of tokens, and you just played all day on that,
oh
and
yeah, that was so much fun.
yeah.
I used to actually work at a place where we had arcade cabinets, and now it's like a card that you load up and you do. I
Ah,
would sit there and I would play Soul Calibur for hours.
I would play the original Donkey Kongs and Ms. Pac-Man and asteroids was a big thing.
Yeah,
And,
asteroids.
and we talk about raster. They talk about somebody that people wouldn't. I don't know if they'd be able to play it now or not. Is asteroids because first of all you had to be really really fast,
Yes.
and we had a guy in our group that was a guitar player, really good guitar player. So he moved his hands so fast he would win every time. Just
And
boom,
I was
boom,
gonna say
boom.
either he'd be really, really good at it,
Oh,
or he wouldn't know what to do with it.
he'd flip right off,
No in between.
just fly right off the screen. He's moving so fast. He would all the high scores would be him. couldn't beat that. And I tell you what, I couldn't beat talking with you today because this has been a lot of fun. I'm really glad that I've had a chance to meet you through this. And folks, you need to find out what's going on here on Arium too, and I'll have all of the links for say in the description. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Like genuinely, I was so jazzed when you invited me. I was like, oh my god, really?
well,
Have I made it?
I don't just invite anyone. I invite everyone.
I was like, oh man, I've made it. Dang, okay.
Well, I really do appreciate everybody coming on and talking with. It's just too much fun, and there's so many people with so many different backgrounds, and sometimes I talk to somebody like yourself who almost by accident stumbles into something they're really good at. And
Yeah, it's been a weird journey.
and I can't see anything but more good coming from it. You just got all the trappings and a great mindset for it, and I'm looking forward to see what you bring us in the future. Um, and but again, folks, we'll have the links and we'll have the where you can get Arium. Arium, of course, the mobile app you can get on your phone, and we'll have that link also in the description. Thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully we'll talk again real soon. Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.